This is Karen from Grace Be Creations. I hope that you guys have had a wonderful weekend. It is Sunday evening, and I have decided to surprise everybody and do a tutorial video tonight. We've been focusing so much on the book that I haven't been doing many other videos. And so now that we're pretty much finished with the book, besides the decorating, and we'll go over that in a couple of days. I'm going to be working inside the book a little slower because there's all kinds of videos that I have. People are wanting me to do some tutorials, and there is some requests, and so I want to try and mix it up a little bit so that we're not just doing one thing, but we're doing many other things as well. So that is my thought. So tonight I have decided to do a tutorial making these adorable lace and fabric sample cards. I love putting these into junk journals. I think they're absolutely adorable. They're so easy to make, and you can just do so much with them. This one I did with like different pieces of material. And then this one was more like a fabric swatch. You just have one piece of lace, and then I've got these little pieces of fabric, and I did some stitching and stuff around it with some buttons on top. I thought that was so adorable. So I'm going to show you how I make these and the different styles that you can make. I have all of these little pieces of lace and fabric, and I have those, and I also have some embossing pieces and some wallpaper. I pre-made two cards, and I'm going to show you how to make this so that we can make a few sample cards for your junk journals. So I'm going to place those up there, and I'm going to show you how I do it. And you can make them any size that you want. You don't have to do the same measurements as me, but I'm going to give you a guide on how I do it. I'm going to take my cutter here, and the size that I did was, I did with the topper on there, I think, let me see, yeah, it's 5 by 3. So 3 by 5 is the size of the card that I did, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to get a piece of cardstock. I like to double up on the cardstock because when I make a sample card, I like it to be thick. If you look at this, this is pretty thick. This one's a little bit thinner. It doesn't have to be thick if you don't want it to be thick, but like this one right here, I actually took 2 pieces of cardstock and I just glued them together because I like my sample cards just to be a little on the thicker side. Or you can use a piece of cardboard, like this is a thick piece of watercolor paper, so I don't have to double up on this. So I think I'm going to use this as my first card that we're going to work on. Okay, so you can either double up on the paper to make it thicker, or you can make it however you want it. So I'm going to do 3 inches. Let me see, I want to get that. I really like that flower. So I think I'm going to start, I'm going to cut around because I really want that flower. Yeah, okay, so 3 inches. Okay. Oh, before I start the video, let me just give you a list of the things that you're going to grab. Before you start doing this, what you're going to grab, and you're going to need cardstock. You're going to want to grab some lace fabric. You want some embossed paper if you have it. You can get some brown paper like this. You can either use an envelope that's this color, or a little piece of like cardboard that you can cut and add to the, because this is the topper here. I make the little topper But you can make the topper out of anything. You can use that, some flowers maybe. You want some buttons, and you want your corner punch. You also want your corner punch out and all kinds of fabric and lace, or if you want to do fabric, just fabric, or if you want to do lace, lace. I have my stamp here. I might stamp the top of the brown thing. So those are the things that you'll need to have around you as you do this. Okay, now we're going to cut. I just want to trim this first before I cut it at the 5. Okay, now we're going to do 5. See, I did that right on the flower. How perfect was that? Okay, so this is pretty thick, so I don't need to double up on this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the topper. I guess I should have cut it. I shouldn't have cut it so close to the flower, because when I put the topper on it, it's actually going to cover the flower anyways. So I don't know why I was focusing so much on having that flower right in the middle, but it's okay. I think I'm going to use, am I going to do brown or should I do pink? I might be able to do pink, but I really, no, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like with the brown because it's really cool. So you're going to do the same exact measurement. You don't need not the same length because, okay, you'll need 3 inches. Okay, I think it's 3 inches by 2.5. So 2.5 by 3 is what you need for the top part. Okay, put your cutter away. So you just want to make sure it's, yep, the right length. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold this. Okay, you're going to fold it over. This is a little thick. I actually cut up a brown envelope, and that's what I'm using for this. Oh my goodness, this is like really thick for some reason. That is weird. I don't know why it won't bend. There we go. All right, I need my bone folder. Where did you go? Ta-da-da-da. Okay. Isn't it funny how when you're looking for something, you can't find it? I guess I'll use the small bone folder that I've got. Okay. You're going to crease it. And you're going to choose which one you run on the front. Like this. And this is going to go over the top like that. Okay. Now we're going to glue just the back. Okay, you're not going to glue the front yet. Another tool that you'll also need if you do not stitch with the sewing machine, okay, is you might want to use a stapler. If you have a stapler, you can use glue, but it's going to be kind of hard with the layers of the fabric and stuff. So you're going to use, I don't use staplers. I don't have one. I know a lot of people actually use staplers for doing like those matchbooks, you know, those matchbook projects that people were doing before. You can use like little staples on the top, or you can stitch it. But you'll see what I mean when we get to that part. You want to leave this part just like this for now, okay? So you're going to glue down the back, and now you're going to take your corner punch. And you're just going to corner the top. Sometimes if it's thick, you might want to do them separately. You don't have to do them at this, you know, on top of each other. You can do the brown first and then the white. I just choose to just do it together. I usually don't have a problem cornering them. And then you're going to corner the bottom. Like that. And there you have your first card. Your first sample card. Now what you're going to do is you're going to open this up, and we're going to stack fabric and laces, and you're going to mix and match and just have fun with it. There's no special way you have to do it. You just add layers of what you want. Like I thought, might want to add that on top with some color. Seeing that this is like white and brown, I'm going to do maybe a pink look first. So I think I might go with maybe a little bit of pink. I love making these. I haven't made them in so long. So when I saw this, when I saw my old little fabric sampler, I'm like, oh, I think I'm going to do that for a video. I think everybody would love that. And we haven't done a tutorial video in a while. So I thought that would be cool. And if you go over the edges a little bit, that's okay, because you can trim it after. There's no wrong or right way. So you can either do the same length and do another layer underneath. Let me recut that. I really wanted to go the full length because I have an idea of what I want to do. I should have just done this and then trim it after that. You don't have to go over the top edge. You can actually go right before the bottom. You can lay it however you want. And you just have fun layering this. So now, I'm picky, so I'll probably play around with the layers. You can do like this one. I'm probably gonna do this is gonna be a lace one, and the next one I think I'll do a fabric. It's funny, I took all these pieces out and I'm being completely picky. Isn't that funny? Okay, I'm going to add that on top. You don't have to have them the same size. You can like make one small, one skinny. Like if you look at my, if you look at this one I did here, you can see that I did like skinny pieces. I did some fur over here, and then where this one was more just all long, short, 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 you know. You can do it any way you want. Okay, so this one I'm gonna lay here. And the nice thing about this is that you're not gluing anything down, because you're going to tack it all together by stitching the top or stapling the top, or however you want to close that up on the top there. You can even use an eyelet if you want, and put a pin through it. There's lots of different ways you can do it. And if you don't want to layer on top of the card, you can actually take it off and layer on the table first, and then bring everything over. But I like to be able to see like what size I'm working with. So either way works. Okay, I like the look of that. I like that. I think with this one I'm going to go a little shorter. Just as long as you have these parts together on top, so when you stitch it, it's all together. And you can add as much as you want. Doesn't that look familiar? Part of the book. I really wanted to add this on here because it's really cute. But I already have white there, so I want to add maybe one more layer of something. And then maybe add, maybe I can do like light pink on this side. Let me see, let me make sure. Hold on. It was so fun picking out these pieces, by the way. I'm like, oh, this will look good. Oh, this will look good. I had plenty of scraps. And you know what else works good with this? The remnants pack that I got from Ramona. I know a few of you guys have bought her remnants pack on her Etsy page. You can use a lot of those little pieces too to do this project. Little pieces of lace. Okay, I'm going to add that. Let me see how that's looking. That's adorable. And then I want to add this on top. I'm not sure if that's too bold. It's taking up the whole entire... I like it, I'm just not sure. Maybe I can cut it in half. I don't know if it's going to work or not. It probably won't. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, that looks better. I just didn't want the whole thing being covered by it. It was almost overwhelming. Trim the end. I think I'm good. I don't think I'm going to add too much more. And you can also add paper to it too. You don't just have to have fabric and like if you wanted to add a piece of embossed paper. I think I did that on, yeah, see if you look in here, I actually added a piece of embossed paper. So you can do that too. It doesn't have to just be lace and fabric. So let me see, I've got 1, 2, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, I got 5 pieces so far. I don't know if I want to add one more on the left side. I really like this. This is my favorite lace, by the way. This is from Michaels. Do I want to do that, or is that too much? Can't see anything else underneath it. Let me just try something really quick. I might just add a small little piece of light pink. So did I see any of you guys over on Esme's sale this weekend? Did anybody go over and see her sale last night? She had a really good one. She had lots of beautiful doilies, and I got a few. Let me see, how does that look? Now remember, if you don't like the look of it, you can switch it around. You can relayer pieces if you don't like it. Where's that other? Am I missing something? Something dropped out. Yeah, it was this. I'm like, where did that piece of... I knew something was missing. I'm like, how did that drop out? Okay. I like it. So now what you're going to do is you're going to trim the edges so that you don't have anything hanging. Nothing's hanging out of the corner up here. You want to make sure everything is nice and neat inside. I don't like mine hanging over the bottom, so I'm gonna trim the bottom once I stitch. I feel like I'm not laying this down right. See, here's a lesson here. If you feel like it's not laying right, you can just take it off and just rearrange. I feel like I have too many on one side, so let's go in order again. So we have the pink piece here, and then we have our rose on top. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put pink on top of the rose, and then I'm going to go white, and I'm going to go pink slightly in the middle so it still shows that, and then I'm going to do like that. Yeah, I like that much better. Much better. Okay, so I am going to go over and stitch this really quick. Like I said, you can use a stapler. You can use 2 eyelets if you want. Anything that you feel would hold it in. You can hand stitch it. You can run a stitch through it with the sewing machine. You can put 1 eyelet there and maybe make a tag out of it. You can do many different things, but I'm going to go over and stitch it. So I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Here is the stitch that I did. I like to use a decorative stitch on top. You don't have to use a decorative stitch, but that's what I did, because I'm not sure if I'm going to end up adding anything on top anyway, so it really doesn't matter if I end up putting buttons on top, or I can leave it as is, or however you want. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trim right here. And then I'm going to go on the bottom, and I'm just going to clean up. Now that it's stitched, I don't have to worry about it falling apart. I'm just going to go down the bottom, and I'm just going to trim a little bit off the bottom. I'm just going to try and corner it just a little bit. Make sure all your pieces are in. And if for any reason you have any pieces that came loose, you can just go back over to the sewing machine and just put 1 more stitch through it. But usually if you have all your pieces right at the top, 1 stitch across the top holds it really well. I think this is adorable. I love how that one came out. Love it. And then if you want, after you stitch it, you can put a hole through it and make it into a tag, or you can throw some buttons on top. Let me see. I would want maybe a flat button. I don't know if I'd want that, or just some white buttons. These are cute. Not sure if I like that or not. I have my fabric buttons here. You can do 1 button in the center. You can do 3. I have all kinds of I like that one. Maybe I can do that one with 2 white little buttons maybe. Or what about two pink? Can maybe do a white with 2 pink maybe, like that. I like it, I like it. You can also take a piece of ribbon and tie like a little thing around the top. Let me see. Hold on. Let me look. Let me get this stuff. Let me grab a piece of this. I just want to see how it looks really quick. Piece of this twine. Like if you wanted to, you could wrap it around and do like a little tie and then still do the buttons on top. I think it would be better if it had holes in it, but or you could do it around the very bottom. Actually, that might work better if you do it along the bottom part of the holder. I don't think I grabbed enough of the twine. I don't think I grabbed enough, but or pink ribbon would look really nice as well. Actually, this might look good. Oh, I think I like it. I think I like it. All right, let's glue it really quick so I can make one more for you. I want to get this uploaded for you guys to see tonight. All right, one here. I just love these in a junk journal. I think they just add so much character, and it gives you something to actually touch in your journal. Tactile and different things you can look at. I think it just adds so much character to a book. So I love these little fabric samples and lace samples, sample cards. And you can do these with wallpaper too. If you have small pieces of wallpaper, they don't just have to be fabric. You can do little wallpaper samples. That would be cool too. And here's that one. Look at how cute that is. Isn't that adorable? How cute will that be to put in a junk journal? Love it. Let's do one more. So that I can save on time and get right to the decorating, I'm going to use my pre-made one. So like I said, it's going to be 3 inches by 5. And then the brown part, or if you want to add embossing paper on top, it's going to be 3 by 2.5. And then you're going to corner the edges. You're going to corner the edges, top and bottom. Remember, you're going to glue the back. And then, I should have done one that has a different topper on it, but it's okay because I want to show you another trick I'm going to do. This is why I wanted more time. Okay, so do your sample card, and then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to do some inking on it. I'm going to ink some words on it. I just want to put something down on this paper really quick because I don't want to get this dirty that I'm working, because I like this as my... All right, so I'm going to, I don't know which way is up. I think this way is up. So if this is going to be looking down, I want to be doing it this way. All right, so I'm going to stamp. Okay, this way. I just got this stamp from Temu, and I absolutely love it. I usually use my wooden one, but my wooden one hasn't been working as good lately. I gotta figure out what's going on with that. Seeing that the back is not gonna show, I'm just gonna do the whole entire brown part. It doesn't matter if the part behind is gonna be upside down, because it ain't gonna show anyways. So I'm just gonna place it like this. I'm gonna stamp it. Like that. So now you have really cute wording on the top. Isn't that adorable? And you can do like a stitch around there to give it a real cool stitch look. That's going to be really cute. Okay, so now we're going to grab our fabric. I'm going to do a blue theme this time. I have this really cute fabric here. I love the polka dots. Maybe I should use a longer piece so I can use that as the base. Let me see. Do I have a wider one? I have some frill on the end of it, so it looks really cool. I wish it was a little bit wider. That's okay. Maybe we can gravitate it to the left side a little bit more. Which one? Actually, I'm going to use this one. This one has more frill on the side. All right, let's lay that down. And I have this really cute fabric that I've had in my thing for a long time. It has like little beads on it. Isn't that really cute? Thought I would add a piece of that on top. But I'm not sure where I'm adding that yet. I might put a little layers on it first. I have this really pretty satin fabric here. But I'm not going to add that yet because I want to layer it for color. So let's do a white so I can get some contrast. Let me see. Do I have... No, that's two. Just play around with it. See what you come up with. I don't know if I should do this again. I'm going to add this again. This is really good contrast color. I just really love that over the polka dots. Okay. My perception of length is not there today. I'm like so off with my cutting. Let me see. My eye. I was eating something earlier and I totally burnt the whole left side of my outer lip. It is killing me right now. All right. Then maybe I can add, let me see, on top of that we can do, I might want to do that on the top. It's so fun just to cut and play with different pieces of layers, because you know that there's nothing, you just can't do it wrong. You know, anything that you choose is going to look nice. Maybe a little bit thinner. I like that better. Just remember, you want all of your pieces to meet on the top. It doesn't matter on the bottom, but you want all your pieces to meet up on the top so that they all get stitched together. That blue piece is not looking good. For some reason, I think it's just too much blue. After I put the second piece on, I'm like, nope, it's not working. If it doesn't work, move on. Okay. I really love this piece, but I think it's going to take up too much. It just takes up too much of it. Maybe I can do this and then this on top, or am I covering too much of the blue? All right, I think I want to add this on top. So we can do 1, 2. I feel like I'm back to doing the signatures. Hold on. Oh, why is this? I'm sitting here saying, don't stress about it. Anything you do is gonna look perfect. And I'm being picky. All right, let's do this. I like this. This piece is cute. Like that. So we have some of that showing. Make sure I get that. I love this. No, don't want to do it over the whole thing. I'm going to split it in half. I forgot where I got this from. I got it a long time ago. It was one of the first fabrics that I got. I believe it was from Joann's. It was one of the first pieces that I got when I started playing around with fabrics. And is it upside down? Hold on. No, I had it right. I had it right. There we go. That's looking cute. Okay, let's add one more piece. I thought I had a lot more on here. I mean, I thought I had tons to work with. Did I like drop a bunch somewhere? Let me see what else I've got. I think I just grabbed too much pink is what I think. I don't like this piece right here for some reason. I love this. I love this. Maybe I can put this down instead. Yeah. Love that. Love this. And it just needs one more piece. One more piece. Hold on. I know what I'm going to grab. I'm going to grab one of these pieces of lace because it's my favorite. I'm going to add it right here in the corner. How's that look? I love the hint of blue in the background. That is adorable. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to trim along the side. And you can also trim along the side after you stitch it or pin it. I'm going to trim the bottom as soon as I'm done stitching it. So I'm going to go over and stitch it really quick. And I will be right back again. Okay, I am back. I did a stitch on the top and a stitch on the bottom. I didn't do the decorative stitch this time. I just went with a regular stitch. A quick on the top for looks and a quick one on the bottom to hold it. I'll go behind and clean up my stitches. Someday I'll get a camera over my sewing machine so that I can show you guys how I stitch. All right, so now I'm just going to flip it over and I'm just going to trim a little bit on the bottom. Like that. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I love the layers and I love the hint of blue. I love it. Now with this one, let me see if I can do it or not. I was going to say maybe we can do a hole in the top so we can do a ribbon, but I have some of the bead underneath and I think it's not going to let me go through. So I think I'm just going to do what I did here, and I'm just going to do a wraparound again because I absolutely love the way that looks. Let's do a wraparound along the stitch, but don't cover it. I would still want it to show. Oops. While I'm tying this, I just want to leave a little message for you guys, and I just want to thank you all so much for your wonderful comments. I try and answer every single comment below in my videos. I love chatting with you guys. I love reading your comments. So I just want to thank you for taking the time to watch my videos and to leave me nice messages. I really appreciate it so much. Okay. And you can actually wrap it around a couple of times if you want more of a just that wraparound look. And then now I'm trying to think if there's something different I can add to the top. Maybe you can do a charm. Do I have a charm? I don't have any charms around here. I think all my charms are in my little book. Let me see. Do I have anything in here I can do? Those are all pink. Let me see. I have a charm. Whoops. You can even do something like a bulldog clip on top, like that. You can do, actually I do have a charm. I have a charm over here hanging on my glue bottle. Let me grab that really quick. And it also has, hold on one second. Let me see. I'm going to do this so you can guys see what I'm doing. I just put a bunch of charms on like my little glue bottle thing over here. But I have this little Eiffel Tower charm. You can also hang it from the top or the corner. I think I'm going to hang it from sorry about that. Hang it from the string like that. But I still need a little something on top. Something's hard right here. I think it's one of the beads. Because if there wasn't a bead there right in the center, I'd probably poke a hole in it and do like a little thing up there. But actually, hold on. This is not hanging good enough. I think I'm going to put it right up here in the knot of the bow. Like that. Maybe the bulb is too big. If I can just fix the bow around it, it would look better. I'm trying to think if I want to add some buttons on the top. Hold on. I'm trying to think where I can place this. I really want to add this cute Eiffel Tower. I should have used a smaller ball pin, but I don't know if I've got the tiny ones. I can't even put this one on, never mind one that's micro. There. That looks cute. I like that. Okay, so let me see. Do I want to add any buttons to this one? Let's take a look to see if we have any blue buttons. Oh, shiny one. That one's a little too blue. There's something bumpy. I should have taken that bead out before I sewed it down. I got these the other day. That's cute, but it's a little too big. That's cute. Maybe I can do this one with two little white ones. Let me see. Might as well just empty it all. That's cute. It's a little too big though. I kind of like it, but it seems a little too big. I like this one more. I think I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to go with this one, and that's pink. I don't think that'll work. All right, what I'll do is I'll do one of those and two tiny white ones. Maybe do... Let me see. Oh no, not this again. Remember the buttons we did last time when we couldn't find two matching ones out of this whole entire container? I really wanted white though, but okay, let me see. Oh my goodness, this one would be good. Actually, it's a little too small. The first match we get, I think it's going to be this one. All right, let's do that. Okay, I'm going to put these away now. I'll put those ones away later. And let's glue these buttons down. I really love the writing. Oops, a little too much glue there. Oh boy. That's gonna be a mess. Maybe it won't be too bad. Well, I hope everybody had a wonderful Father's Day today. However you spent it, whether you spent it with your dad or if you spent it with your husband. My husband had a really good Father's Day. We did a little breakfast for him this morning. It was nice. All right. I need to get a smaller bulb for the Eiffel Tower pin. So I'm going to have to take it off for now because it's hanging too low and it's heavy. I'm going to try and find a smaller pin for it so I can hang that. It's just a little bit too big, which bums me out because it's so cute. But this looks really good though. I should have taken my charms out, but I didn't think of it. Okay, there we go. All right, there's the two cards that we made. Isn't that adorable? And like I said, you can do paper, you can do fabric, you can do wallpaper. You can even do wallpaper pieces. You know, you can cut up pieces of wallpaper and you can add different layers of wallpaper in there. anything that you want to do a sample of on the card, cut it up and put it on there. It's so cute. I got this piece from Esmeralda. I should have added that in there. That would have been really cute, but it wouldn't have been long enough to add it, but I could have maybe glued it on there, but I don't want to glue all the pieces together, but that would have been cute on there. Anyways, well, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I love doing a tutorial today. It was such a difference because we've been working hard on the book. So I really enjoyed being able to do a project with you guys today. I know a lot of you have been asking if I can do a project next, and so I'm so glad I could do that. So let me know in the comments below what you thought. Like, subscribe if you haven't, and like I said, leave a comment because I love answering your comments. It's wonderful chatting with you all. I love to know what you think and what you're working on, and I thank you very much. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you in the next video where we'll be starting to work on decorating the book. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.